We came across the contest in the magazine and we were really inspired to apply just because the kitchen looked beautiful and we thought that we'd like the same for ourselves.
Well, the previous winter kitchen looked beautiful and ours was the opposite of that.
It was like ad hoc. A part of the cabinets was a dresser and some of the cabinets were like hanging off. Where there was cabinets missing, we hung a little curtain.
There was a wall here for starters. It didn't function well and it was ugly.
It was very ugly, yeah.
And it's funny because months went by and we'd sort of assume we didn't win and but then, yeah, we got that phone call, or was it an email?
Phone call, yeah.
Yeah, and suddenly we were finalists, and that's like when we really wanted it then, and that's when I was like, oh, I hate this kitchen.
We have a very defined sense of personal style, and going into any sort of contest where you're working with a designer, we were a little bit apprehensive just because we have such a very strong opinions, but we were so excited, and Sarah just took our style and took it to a level that like we could never have attained ourselves.
It was quite obvious that the homeowners had this distinct style, and especially in their dining room, they have this amazing display of books. So their overall look could easily translate into the kitchen, especially since Ikea has launched this new kitchen profile, which is the Linden Go in the gray. Using the gray cabinets has been a lovely departure from white, actually, because we are so used to using the white cabinetry.
So our wish list for Sarah was a new counter, new appliances, and better function. At first we talked about putting in a banquette, and especially because we have a 2-year-old, a banquette would be great in our kitchen.
But it came obvious that we needed to actually add more counter space. So behind me originally was a door that went out to the backyard. We thought if we closed the door off and changed the window in the living room to become a door out to the backyard, it will enable us to take the countertop all the way through the perimeter of the kitchen. It was great working with Fieldstone windows and doors. They made it a really easy process of selecting the right sliding door as well as the window. And the window we actually shortened, and the check on the Roman blind is beautiful. We selected the handstone countertops in the Bianco canvas. And it's just a lovely touch to the kitchen, and it just finishes off nicely with the waterfall at the end of the bar area.
I love the countertops. I'm a little frightened of them. They're so, beautiful and immaculate that everything I set down I'm a little worried about, but they're stunning.
And Zoffany has this beautiful wallpaper. It's a mural. It has that vintage vibe, but it also has this lovely warmth, and it really speaks to Tim and April's design sense.
I love the wallpaper and the glass cabinets. Every time I walk into the kitchen, I see the wallpaper and that shelf with like so many of our heirlooms and little trinkets. I just love that wall. It's my absolute favorite.
Within the whole space, we actually used Benjamin Moore paint, and right beside the fridge, we did a little chalkboard for Royal, their 2-year-old son. We had the chalkboard paint actually tinted to the same color. And then we used a simple black tape to frame out the chalkboard, and it just finishes it off nicely.
Every day when we would come and see the progress that the team was making, Tim would do a walkthrough with Royal and show him like everything that happened that day. So now when he walks into the kitchen, he like tells everyone, like he points to the cabinets and he points to the counters, and he does his own little like 2-year-old walkthrough of the space.
Wow, whoa, nice.
Yeah.
Over the last few weeks and coming in every day and seeing the progress and finally seeing it finished, it just feels so good, and for me, it feels perfect, and I'm so excited for Tim and April.
We were saying the other night that even if we had won the lottery, we wouldn't have had a kitchen this beautiful just because of the collaboration with Sarah.
Yeah, having like a professional designer and contractor, it just made it something that I just couldn't even have pictured,
We don't want something that's not our style, but I think that this kitchen is just exactly us. So.
Yeah, crazily so, yeah.